Hello again. Looks like we have another circle here. We got a circle. We got a couple triangles in there. They tell us that O is the center. Now they're asking us for the value of x plus y. This one looks pretty tough. This would be considered a difficult problem. So let's pause the video, see if we can do anything with it. If not, give it our best shot. We'll come back, do it together. Okay. So we don't really have much going on here. I mean, all they tell us is that O is the center. We don't have a radius. We don't have any other angles. We really have nothing. So, you're probably never going to see this problem ever again. But you will see this concept. And it's a concept that pops up a lot. And it's the concept when they have triangles present in the circle. And the first thing, and if you learn nothing else from this video, you have to remember this. When there are triangles inside the circle, they are looking to use the radius as sides of the circle. So if you look at it, if O is the center, right, that is a radius. That's the center to the edge of the circle. That's a radius. Same thing here. That's a radius. Same thing here. That's a radius. So now we don't know what the radius is, but all I know is that, in the two triangles, these look isosceles, right? Two sides are the same. The radius, we don't know what it is, but we know it has to be the same. Then we carry on and we say, well, if we know two sides in a triangle are the same, that must mean that two angles are also the same, right? And we should all know the side goes with the angle that it faces, right? So if this side goes with this angle, that means these have to be the same. This side goes with this angle, means this side goes there. That's also got to be the same. So we're getting closer. So let's see what we have here now. We know x plus x, or 2x plus whatever this thing is, has to be 180, right? We know that this plus this, y plus y, or 2y plus whatever that, well, we don't want to call that x, do we? We'll just mark that with a little space there. Whatever that is, that's got to be 180, but we don't really know what they are. Why would they put that 80 in there? That always has, you always have to be sort of a detective. Like, why are they putting stuff in there? All we know for sure, right, is that this plus this has to be 180. That's just a fact, right? That's a straight line. Those three angles make up the straight line. Must add up to 180. Again, we don't know how it splits. I just know then that this plus this must be 100. Right, because if this and this is 100, 80 more gives us 180. So we could set up a little equation. Let's see, I don't like to introduce variables, but in this case I will. I'll just call this A, and I'll just call this B. Right, and what do I know? I know that A plus B has to be 100. That's a fact. Let's see what else we know. We know x plus A is 180, right? So that's what? 2x plus A is equal to 180. And I know that y plus b also is 180. So that means that 2y plus b is also 180. And a lot of kids know by now, when we see systems of equations, right, we usually like to stack them. We like to add them. A lot of times we like to eliminate them. Here that doesn't really make much sense. I always like to add equations and see if we can get anywhere. And if I do that, if I just add down, I would have what? 2x plus 2y plus a plus b is what? 360. Right? I'm just adding all those letters together. 180 and 180 gives us 360. Well, we do know, right, that a plus b is 100. So certainly I can take 100 and put it there. I'm just going to move up here so you can see it. So we'll have what? 2x plus 2y. Now instead of the a plus b, I'm just going to substitute in 100, and that equals 360. So I can clean that up a bit. Let's get the 100 to the other side there, and that's 260. So we're getting very warm. We don't want 2x plus 2y, we just want x plus y. But you could probably see here, if you divide each piece by 2, we should have it, right? If I divide every term by 2, x plus y is 130. And that's your answer. And the one takeaway, aside from the triangle with the radius, is a lot of times when these tests ask you for the sum of two angles, in a way, it's their way of telling you you're not going to know exactly what x and y are. We still don't know what x and y are. The only thing we do know is what they are together. So The instinct for most kids here is to try to figure out X, to try to figure out Y, and then add them together. On a difficult problem like this, there's just not enough information. There's no way to know. So, there you go.